Welcome in, Renegades. And sorry that you can see my closet over here. But today we actually have a really good video for you today. And we're going to discuss why they don't want you to know about AI on the internet computer, ICP. Now, this has been a big topic going back to crypto Twitter a long time ago. They had ICP listed as an AI coin on CoinMarketCap. We're going to go and we're going to discuss this. We're going to talk about why that's important and what effect this is going to have. And I bet you they're going to end up adding it back on CoinMarketCap as the top AI crypto. Now, why don't they want you to know about this? Well, since the very beginning of ICP, there has been manipulation. There has been, and this is all by outside sources like FTX, these big exchanges, the big conglomerates that kind of saturate the space. And it's the same thing with like Google and Web 2, right? You have your Google that took over everything. You have Amazon that took over everything. Well, there's a few conglomerates in crypto that really want to control the narrative. They want to control what cryptos pump so that they can buy those cryptos and hold those cryptos and then make money. They make sure the marketing is sufficient for everything else and try to suppress the ones that they either aren't holding, that are in the way of their bags, which is a big thing. It isn't the internet computer isn't the best crypto out there. It's just a lot of these big money already had big money in other cryptos before the internet computer came. So what do you do if you're heavily invested in a Solana? For instance, you're going to want to take out all its competitors. And how do you do that? Suppression. It's the cancel culture is what we live in today, is the cancel culture. And so what they do is they paint this narrative that ICP doesn't even exist. It isn't worthy of being an AI coin, even though it got its functionality integrated with, Fetch.ai, Singularity.net, and all of the Ocean, those three protocols, which are the leading ones. And we're going to look at that. I have some information to give you guys on this and to show you it is just these big conglomerates. CoinMarketCap might have vested interest, or a partner that has vested interest in Solana or AVAX or FET, or Near, most likely Near, because that is one of the bigger competitors for ICP. And so they don't want you to know that the internet computer is the top AI crypto. And we're going to go over some things and show you about that. Let's get into a little bit of news first, and then we're going to go and discuss that topic in depth. And we're going to give you some information that will show you the internet computer is the top AI coin, period. So let's get into this. Let me just share my screen. How's everybody today? Smash that like, subscribe if you haven't, and set alerts, because when ICP starts moving again, we're up to 770. It might have went a little bit down since the last time I looked at it, but we're going to get ready for a big move here, and you guys are going to want my price target. So you need to set alerts so that you can be ready when we do have this big move. And we're getting ready to test one of the biggest indications whether we're going to move up or not pretty soon. We're testing it right now, so that's going to be interesting. But besides AI, chain key is the next big thing in crypto. Whether it be the BRC20 tokens, whether it be runes, ordinals, whatever, that is going to be the next big wave. It is going to happen within cross-chain integration and these new functionalities for Bitcoin. As you see, my Bitcoin shirt got to represent the Bitcoin CK, BTC, CKF. So ICP is a Bitcoin sidechain that provides fantastic protocol primitives for building Bitcoin applications. So you can build DeFi, you can build any kind of DApp on Bitcoin with the internet computer. And they do this using the Bitcoin Lightning node running fully on-chain, UTXOs, balances, block headers. Threshold signing, which is the threshold Schnorr, signing subnets, the ECDSA Schnorr, to sign Bitcoin and taproot transactions. So this really has the complete functionality of Bitcoin with this ECDSA threshold Schnorr integration. Bitcoin bridge to leverage Bitcoin on ICB. It's chain key Bitcoin. And this right here is the most advanced Bitcoin wrapped Bitcoin layer 2 that there is out there. It's a 2-second finality, fast finality, 2 seconds. So it's literally like you're just pressing a button, and then 2 seconds later, whatever you decided to do is there, whether it be an ordinal, whether it be Chinky Bitcoin, all that cool stuff. So affordable on-chain smart contract storage, 5 gigabytes a year. And we're going to go back to this because we have something to show you with this affordable on-chain smart contract storage, which means that it's like an Amazon Web Service. Everything can be hosted on-chain. It's a cloud on the blockchain. So you can put all your data on there. Giant corporations can. And you're going to see why this is a huge indication here in a minute. WASM based, which means just WebAssembly. So you can integrate with any web call. You can, put a DApp. You can do anything via web calls. So that's pretty interesting. Now host websites directly from your smart contract, full stack DAOs. So this has complete decentralization. When you become a decentralized autonomous organization, you'll have a DApp that or website that is hosted directly from your smart contract. And this is something unique to the internet computer. No gas fees or network fees for users. It has a reverse gas fee model, which means the DApp is the one that pays the fee. You don't have to pay a connection fee. And especially with Bitcoin transactions and all of those Ethereum transactions that just cost a lot of gas fees, you're going to be able to utilize chain key, ECDSA threshold signing, and have your Bitcoin be nearly free and fast. So decentralized oracles and indexers. So that is really interesting to see. On-chain recurring automated processes. So that is pretty awesome. So AI will really help integrate more automation and automated updates checked very thoroughly by AI. So why are we going back to this now? So affordable on-chain smart contract storage, 5 gigabytes of data per 5 gigabytes per $5 per gigabyte per year. Well, ICP has surpassed 5 terabytes of data storage, growing by 1.5 billion terabytes in the past year, a 43% year-over-year increase. And as you see at the highest, it was 5.1 terabytes, just climbing, just doing it big. Oh, I lost the other one. Okay, well, I wanted to talk about the cycle burn rates. So this is the big thing that happened this week. Look at how many cycles were burnt, which means there's a lot of DApps doing some big things. I don't know what these big spikes were here, but as you see, the internet computer can handle 82 billion cycles. 82 billion cycles being burnt. That's pretty interesting to see. And that's in, what, 10 minutes? 10 minutes that many burnt every 10 minutes? Wow, that's really interesting to see. 920, 930, 920, yep. Every 10 minutes, and that was 10 minutes, 80 billion cycles were burnt. As you see, we're sitting at about 4,688 transactions per second. This is really nice to see. And as you see, more smart contracts being built, baby. This is the backbone of the internet computer. It's raised by thousands in the last 7 days. Let's look at the year. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. More, I mean, it straight up almost doubled in a year. And then all time, you can just see gradual climbs with big spikes. And then we just keep going up, baby. So if we look at transactions per second, wow. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Sitting at a really nice rate here. Things are just looking pretty good. CK Bitcoin supply 248, CK ETH 744. So yeah, things are looking really interesting. Now, let's go to some projects being built on the internet computer. And this one, the very top one right here, is something I've been needing for a long time. And I'm super excited about this. We need lending borrowing protocols on the internet computer, and we at least have a lending protocol. I'm sure if you're lending, someone's borrowing, so we're going to look into this. But this is world-class builders, and they need world-class support from us. And that's why we're excited to unveil Portugal's latest Affinity Grant awardees. And we're going to look at Linfinity XYZ. Okay. That Linfinity has secured funding to advance to the next stage of development. Huge thank you to our incredible supporters, Definity, ICP Hub, Portugal, Bitfinity.net, and the 33K users who've tested and trusted our platform so far. So it's interesting to me. Let's go take a look at it. So it looks like they got the test USD right here, but it looks like you can borrow or lend Bitfinity. Okay. So 1,980 have been borrowed. You get a 2.24 APY. Liquidation threshold 70%. Liquidation penalty 10%. Max LTV. The maximum LTV ratio represents the maximum borrowing power of a specific collateral. For example, if a collateral has an LTV of 75%, the user can borrow up to 0.75 worth of ETH in the principal currency for every 1 ETH worth of collateral. So it's about, that's okay. So this would be 65%. That's pretty low. It's just started, but hey, I mean, if you borrow some ICP at whatever level, right now it's $7.70, and then it goes up to $13 each. Hold it. How does that work? Do you pay the ICP back or do you pay the USD back? Hold on. Let me connect the wallet. Browser wallet. Ooh. So it's wrapped BFT. So this looks like an Ethereum. Okay. Testnet. It's running in testnet mode. Okay. What a faucet. Oh, it's not available in my country. Okay, well. There we go. Farron S, ICPSWAP token, Sayonara token, Kavara token, Coderer token, Internet token, Kalfa token. It's pretty funny. So there's lending and borrowing going on here, and 5.43 thousand available 2 billion. Jeez, 2 billion. What? Oh, because the test USD. Okay, I was like, man, how this platform's balling? They got 2 billion up for borrows. Nah, that's the test USD. That's funny though. I'd like to see Chankey Bitcoin on here, but to see this BFT crypto, there's 20,000. There's 20,000 of this. So yeah, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So we're gonna get into it now. Okay, coin market cap. And we're even going to go in and look and make sure that it's not on there, but I looked already. It's not. So which AI token is outsmarting the market today? Keep it 100. FET and Tau are computing impressive gains, with the whole sector showing strong signals. Okay, so see all these near. Okay, so I'd see if ICP was like number 10, like just leave it off the list. Number 10 is down here. Okay, but we're going to look at this in depth. And we're going to show you there's suppression going on for ICP on these big platforms, TradingView, CoinMarketCap, and more. You know, AI coins though, AI coins. Remember that in a second. So we got Near, decent project. Gert, great project, one of my favorites. FET, amazing project. One of my favorite AI projects besides the internet computer, way over Near. Tau, haven't really looked into that. Injective, yeah. Render, okay. Yeah, Theta, meh. They got Theta on here. I mean, they got theta on here instead of the internet computer. And I don't understand it. So let's go. Let's just make sure. Maybe this is a big misunderstanding. Maybe it's on here on the website still. Maybe they didn't manipulate everything to their advantage. Maybe they didn't. Let's look. Maybe it's here. Maybe we just didn't see it. Near, injective, graph, whatever the hell that is. Fetch AI, render, whatever that is. Tau, theta, and whatever that is. Yeah. So it's not on here. Okay, and just look where these are on the list though. Near is number one. Just keep that in mind. Keep in mind where all these sit. Okay, and we're gonna show you something here in a minute. Okay, graph, data. Okay, nice. Where's internet computer? Not even down here. So they just completely removed it from the AI list. So is this like we decided that internet computer is not an AI crypto? Okay. Okay, I mean, they even have cryptos that are in the top 700 on here. Singularity DAO. I mean, come on, $22 million market cap, but you don't have internet computer. Okay, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So let's look at this. AI coins. AI tokens provide access to AI technologies and service on blockchain platforms. They democratize AI access and provide secure transactions. Well, geez, I wonder where the internet computer is on that list of theirs. Is it number one? Wait, let's go back up. Is it number one? Wait, what's number one? Near? Near is number one. Okay, let's go over here. Look, Near is number two over here, where they actually have the internet computer on there. So what they do, they're like, well, we can't put internet computer as number one over here because we have somebody who pays us, or we have a lot of Solana, or whatever the reason is. But this is the top crypto, AI crypto, and I'm going to show you why. Let's show you why. That it is absolutely the number one AI crypto.
Large language models like Llama 3 onto the internet computer. The primary current limitation is that internet computer execution environment runs smart contracts that can have a maximum of 4 gigabyte persistent main memory, and that's because it's using 32-bit WASM. You know, a bit like Windows 95 was 32-bit back in the day. Soon, we're going to put proposals into the network nervous system that will move the internet computer to 64-bit WASM, and that will make it possible to increase the amount of persistent main memory that smart contracts have as needed. We're sort of hoping we can increase it to something like 15 gig, which will enable you to fit, for example, a 7-8 gigabyte distillation of Llama 3 into a smart contract, which will be absolutely mega.
As you see, AI is advancing very fast. It already moved to the 64-bit WASM as far as I know. That's what I heard. Don't quote me on that, but it looks like we've already upgraded the internet computer. They're able to use large language contract models on the internet computer, and it's just going to get even more. You know, the 64-bit was the N64, right? And so the technology is just going to keep getting better and better. We first had Windows 98 or 95 technology. Now we have Nintendo 64, which is double. And that was only in the matter of like them working on it for 6 months or a year. So them trying to snuff the internet computer as not an AI token when it was on that CoinMarketCap list before, and then they took it off. So what I think happened is CoinMarketCap's like neutral, but they have beneficiaries that have vested interests in other cryptos, and they want to ride the pump as long as possible. So that's what's happening here. Aventus, AVT, crooks, yeah, but you know, don't think it's just them. I'm going to show you something. I might have showed it to you guys before. I probably did. But I just want to show you the absolute scrutiny of ICP. And anybody who talks about ICP, okay, is going to get banned from these platforms. So I have one script on here, when actually I have 3. As you see, I put an ICP one. I was like, okay, I put too long of a title. Let's follow house rules. Let's make sure it works. But I'm going to try it with Solana first. I'm going to try, and this shows you the bias. Okay, so I rewrote my code. I deployed the code, made this pattern for Solana. They did tell me that, you know, I need to keep it clean, whatever. They didn't tell me what was wrong with it, but they said they're going to let it pass through in the notification I got. So they could have taken it down, but they decided not to. They're like, we're going to leave this one up. And I did the exact same thing. I shortened the title. I made it very understandable. I put a very detailed description. I put the Mozilla contribution code into it. I did everything the same with Solana as ICP. And as you see, even after I changed all these things, this is when I just put one up there. But this, I really took the time and I did everything the same, except I changed Solana and Sol for ICP and Internet Computer Protocol. That's the only difference in these two scripts, is those words, ICP and Solana. That in Internet Computer Protocol and Sol. Those are the only differences. And so it shows you that TradingView, that CoinMarketCap, that these other cryptos, even though Internet Computer, let's look what Internet Computer ranks as. Let's just look today. Is it like top 500? Or is it number 24 out of every single crypto in existence? That isn't AI coins. That isn't just meme coins. That isn't just layer ones. That is every single crypto in the entire CoinMarketCap list, which has 9,997 cryptos. ICP is number 24 out of almost 10,000. So it's in the top 2% or even top 0.2% is what I mean. 0.2% in the top. But they are going to not let you do anything with scripts. They're not going to put you on AI lists, even though we can see that Internet Computer is number one above near, has a bigger market cap, has a bigger AI capability process. So now let's look at the price. Since we're getting a little bit into our video, sitting at number 80 in volume at only 61 million. Now, we normally need to see a lot of volume come in to start moving up. But what's happening is people are getting tired of selling at these low prices. Everybody who sold was going to sell has sold. That's what ends up happening. You get this big sell-off, and then people are just buying it at that point. They're just like, okay, well, I sold all the ICP I could sell to make a profit, so now I better start buying it again. And so the price goes up, but we don't see a big increase in volume because the entire market isn't doing that. It's just the sellers. It isn't like the buyers are like, oh, I'm coming in to buy right now. It's the sellers that are like, okay, well, you know, the price isn't going down. I might as well, you know, start putting my money into ICP. And that's what I see is going on. We're having buy orders. The people aren't selling as much, and things are starting to take shape in the market. And once we get, dang it, get out of here, man. Yeah, once we get these, you know, big volume moves, we need to see like around 100 million, 80 to 100 million. We could really start to move above this $7.80 resistance, what we've been facing. So let's take a look at that. I still can't believe I can't publish this freaking script. It makes me mad. 4 boosts on that Solana one because it's a good script. Like this Solana one's good too, and I have no problem with them leaving it up. It's just, why did you not let my ICP one go through? I did the same code. I did the same thing. Leave it. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. It's a good indicator, and I'm still gonna be using it on my charts. I mean, I just can't publish it for you guys to use, which is BS. I mean, you could use my private script, I guess, but yeah, and I was looking at a move up here. What was that? An inverse head and shoulders that we had? Is that on the daily? Remember this weird inverse head and shoulders that I called my last video? And I was like, I don't know if this is an inverse head and shoulders or not, but it might just be. It's a weird wonky one, but you have a left shoulder, you have a head that goes lower than the left shoulder, and you have a right shoulder that doesn't go lower than the head. You have a neckline with a little weird funky thing right here, but I mean, it still played out, and look, it went almost to my price target. Where's my price target at? Like 790, and we just went to 781. So I literally called it within 9 cents on my last video. I know it's a weird, I've seen these play out so many times like this that I have to watch them now. It's a legit pattern. you know, and it broke out to the upside. So once we really start moving and we get these patterns, everybody, I'm going to be the one to watch. This is the channel to watch when we have big moves to the upside. And I have some of the best interviews in crypto. There's a few other guys like Blockchain Pill. He does it great. But I have some of the best interviews on YouTube for ICP, period. And this is a weird little pattern, but it played out. So let's move this out. Let's just see what else we have here. Some price targets that we can see, because we did go to the top of this. And now we have this nice ascending triangle right here. And this could be a nice continuation pattern to the upside. And we could really see ICP start to move. We have this bullish continuation here. We had this move to the top of the inverse head and shoulders. And then we had this other little weird inverse head and shoulders right here. I don't know what's going on with these weird looking patterns. But this one wouldn't have moved quite as high. But this already played out and everything. But as you see, boom, it did take you like right there. So these weird patterns are playing out. So that's good that patterns are starting to play out. So if we do get above this line, we are going to have some resistance about 831. This is a very important level if we can get above this on the daily. Now, we got rejected by this level yesterday. We just started the day like an hour and a half ago or something. And we are testing this as support right now. Dang, my EMA lines are no longer there. Darn it. What happened to my E? Oh, that's CKB. That's why. How did I get CKB on there? Whoops. I swear I pressed that. Okay. Hold up. I don't know how those two are both. I made one for CKB too, but I haven't posted it yet. I think it's this one. But it still isn't showing my EMAs. Where are my EMAs? It still says CKB. What the hell? All right, I'm going to need to fix this. I don't know what happened with it here, but I think maybe I just accidentally changed the name of it. I think that's what happened. Let's see, 4 hours. We have turned red on the 4 hour. So this looks like we're going to have a bullish continuation. We actually broke above this line, this big resistance line, and are testing it right now. This is a very important level in this 4 hour. And it looks like we have this nice reversal here after, you know, just a lot of ups and downs. We were able to break this trend line here, get above with that, you know, inverse head and shoulders that we saw. Yeah, super weird, but it is what it is. And so, yeah, I am seeing a definite continuation. The volume is getting pretty high, though, which is weird because there's not a whole lot of volume happening right now. So if we look at the weekly, this was the most important factor that I was talking about. And this is going to tell us when we're going to 10, 12, 20 bucks. Like we could really start to get to 30, 40, 50, $60 after this. The next big move in the market is going to happen. And as you see, we're at 43.40 and the average is sitting at 44.09. Last time we went from $3 to 21 when we broke out of this. When we broke to the downside, we saw a big move down in the market. And we did not recover until we broke above this level with some volume and more than just a week. We tested it just like we tested it here. So I think we might be somewhere pretty close to over here now. And if we can get above this and then continued volume for the next week, this is going to be a 2-week process. We got to get above it for a week, stay above it for a week with some nice volume. And then we're going very, very high, very, very fast. And it's going to be a very, very fun time in the market. Now, once we start moving, these targets are, that's why I'm really thinking of buying at these levels. As much ICP as I can, or just accumulating as much of it as I can get my hands on for next year. 1070 though, I'm watching these levels and just mark these on your calendar. 831. 939, 1070. Just mark those down. And then when we're at them, we can all celebrate together. And then we're going to be looking at about 1164. This is going to be a very big area to get above. This has a lot of buy orders at this level, a lot of accumulation. And this level you could spike up, but it's going to bring us down. So a lot of people are going to be taking profit. So when you get in at, $6, you're going to be wanting to take profit at double your money, somewhere around 1164. And we can kind of look with this. Okay, and look at this line, the 0382. That's where people are going to be taking their profit. Or even up here too at the $16.11. And as you see, that's at the top of this right here. So all the way from 0.382 all the way up, which is 1150-ish, all the way up to about 1620, there's going to be profit taking all throughout this area. And then hopefully we get a big pump above this area. And then the people that sold at these levels are going to be wanting to get back in. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm watching, and look, it's pretty close to my 923 right here at 972. Right between here, there's going to be profit taking as well, just not very much. This is going to be the first profit taking area, and then this is going to be the big profit taking area all the way up to the 0.78. But once we get above this, we get volume. There's going to be a lot more buy volume than sell volume, and we'll be able to move to the upside. It's looking pretty bullish in the charts. Let's go look at the CFGI, because it's been a long time since we've seen this thing bullish. And I want to see the whales very positive, baby. Yeah. 4 hour is looking greedy right now. We haven't seen this green and I don't know how long. And it's beautiful to see all of these greens here. The order book is still looking negative, which means I guess they're selling right now. Earlier, they were buying more than they were selling. But right now, it looks like the order book is selling right now at this level, because they think, oh, just short-term profit, ICP is going to go back down. And it could. It could go back down. This might not be our breakout, but we are testing that breakout right now. Let's look at this daily. If we're greedy on the daily, we have a lot to look forward to. Okay, we're neutral still. And that's okay. We have more green. There's a few neutral. And then we have this very negative order book now because people started selling off their ICP when it came up. But there still is more buy volume than sell volume because of this. But lately, it started going down, right? So if we look at the daily. So 50 starts going up to 47 million. People taking profit, not ready to buy. And then we break above that level and more volume starts coming in. And then we get up here and people start selling because they're like, oh, $5 million more than down here, $7 million more, whatever. We can, take some profit. And that's what's happening. These big whales are just selling their crypto at these prices just in case it doesn't move up to that level. As you see, the whales, no matter if we're positive, are still waiting. They're not very positive because we got stuck at this resistance, but they could come in at any time. Now, if we look at the hour, I think we're going to be neutral. Oh, we're on the green on the hour too, which is good. As long as we can stay on this, the whales are very positive in the short term, so it looks like they might be trying to take this level. If we can take this level and get above here and the bulls, they do their thing, then we're going to be very, very good. It looks like the bulls are they're wanting to push it up and the bears are trying to sell at the same time. But this is a very important level with this ascending triangle with this long. I mean, this is the daily. So we've been here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 days. 19 days. And then we went up to 10 before that, like a month ago. So, I mean, we're ready for a nice breakout. It's about time that ICP breaks this level. So I would be watching a lot of these levels. If we go to the shorter term, it does look like we have plateaued in the short term. But it didn't just roll over completely. This kind of bottomed here. So it's testing this support right now. And if it breaks the support, we're probably going to be going back down to about this 750 level, between 750 and 744. I don't think we're going to go much below that. It could take a stop down here at 730 before we move to the upside. Now, that all depends. It does look like we have a continuation pattern over here. So things are looking bullish. This volume just doesn't look very good. That's, or else I'd be so 61 is growing. So we're getting more volume. That's good. Volume wasn't looking very good, but I mean, we're continuously climbing in volume, and that's very important. Let's get this volume out here. Volume. Okay, let's look at the 4-hour. Okay, we did stop our upward trajectory. I hate that they put that thing right there. But as you see, we did move down in volume as there was this sell-off, and we went to red volume. So all we need is the whales to continue pushing to the upside. This could be a really good move, especially if we bounce off of this line and stay between 777 and this 770. If we can stay in there before we move, it's good, or we move to the upside, everything's going to be legit. All right, 736. It's getting dark here and my light sucks, so I have to use my... Hey, Justin, what's up, man? Smash that like button, guys. Aventus. Okay. I mean, Aventus is whatever. Oh, he says, I have a print screen of ICP as a #1 AI on CoinMarketCap at December 2023. No, that's cool, man. That's amazing. You can send it to me on Telegram. It is in the link below. You can join the group and then find Bitcoin Renegade, and then I will take that. So until November, and that we're going to see September is very bad. So, but it does depend on Bitcoin price. It doesn't always follow the same trends, but September is historically bearish. Not planning on selling ICP maturity for years anyways, forever again. See, that's the difference. I'm not very rich yet. So what I'm going to do is just get as much ICP as I can, make as much money as I can, and then I can just hold ICP because I like the crypto once I make enough money, right? That's the plan. That's why I have an 8-year neuron, a 5-year neuron, and then I have my ones for this market. So I'm setting myself up for each next market. But in order for me to make the most money possible and utilize my ICP to the best of my capability, I'm going to have to sell it next year, because I've tried to hold through a bear market before, and it's not very fun losing thousands and tens of thousands of dollars. So you don't really want to do that unless you already are wealthy. If you're already wealthy, then you can just hold ICP. There's no reason to sell it if you're already, balling. So, all right, guys, that being said, goodbye and good ICP.